Hydro class is crazy work, man. Oh no, baby. Bro, tell the guy, chill the fuck out, damn, nigga. Nigga, knock him out. Knock out, bro.
You can think of mud floods, you can think of flooding, you could think of hurricanes, you could think of fires, you could think of plasma events. When I saw the buildings in New York City, the cathedrals, I thought maybe they used to be a different material. Maybe they were once a different material and there was some sort of event that took place, almost like a static discharge or like just a release, you know, or something from the earth or whatever. And then all of a sudden, poof, everything that maybe once used to be copper turned to stone, or once used to be gold turned to this. Even, for example, in the Middle East, where the buildings are built into the mountain, you know, and they have cut through the mountain and done all this beautiful architecture, you almost think like there's an event that took place that turned it to stone. Because it would be very challenging to cut through the stone and make it so perfect and whatever. But if there was an event that took place, which now transmuted, like we were talking about with alchemy, transmuted it into stone, and that's like completely mind-blowing. And maybe what also could have happened is sometimes too, when people get crazy with technology, they actually get too crazy.
Oh, we used to be supernatural beings. It's the reason they cover up our history, don't want us near these pyramids, closing out certain shit. I have proof. And while I was at this certain place, I felt all of the energy and the energy connections. Watch this video. I didn't notice this
unlearn and relearn
until later.
You understand what I'm saying? Best thing in life to know is...
Watch what I say.
Man, this energy is so strong. Wow.
Let's get into these videos. Cahokia Mounds, one of the largest pyramids that are right here in the United States, actually bigger than the Giza pyramids. And why they're so powerful. Now, let me give you this backstory. This area is the mirror of the cosmos. Seen from high above, the Cahokia landscape had mythic dimensions. Mythic dimensions. The idea reverberates with expressive power. Stay with me now. As you can see, this is the symbol that is connected to that sign. Well, actually, that is not the real symbol. Everything that is ours, they always chop off our nose and recreate. For example, this is the correct nose. They chop off everything of ours and recreate it to make it seem like it's not our history. We are the aboriginals of the whole universe. After the destruction of the original ancient pyramids, our ancestors was on the verge to build new pyramids in order to gain back our power, which is nowadays they will call the mounds. Y'all remember this?
We were in the process of rebuilding the pyramids. You see what I'm saying? To form that energetic connection to communicate and you know, access certain weaponry that could help us in this war.
Listen.
Let me click on Cahokia. Cahokia was in middle Mississippi. All right?
We always Mississippi.
See it? The Cahokia Mounds. Now check it out. The biggest one, it was many of them, but the biggest, that's what they call them, the Cahokia Mounds in St. Clair County, Collinsville, Illinois. Now, what you got to understand, these are very powerful, energetic points because they was the Mississippians. We was in the process of trying to rebuild our ancient pyramids. That's why the mounds look like that. But some of them, if you look it up, they talked about how they were bigger than the pyramids of Giza. All right, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell you that much. They just not gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? What was really going on with these mounds?
Power. Now, before we get into this video of the proof, because I was just there at the Cahokia Mounds, I just want to say this. Before we used to worship anything that they gave us, we used to worship the sun. And that is the highest source of energy. And that's the reason why these pyramids was built so high to get close to the energy, to the source. But they won't tell you this. They're going to keep that a secret because it's actually power dealing with these mounds and pyramids. Now let's get into this video. Every pyramid has energy connections. Now watch this.
You see this? They gonna portray us to be these people. Look how my shit glitching. They portraying us.
Before we get into this next video of high energy connections, let's just break down the meaning of this symbol. It is thought that the spider symbolized weaving, fertility, the center of the earth, balance, and harmony. Archaeologists believe that the cross on the reverse side is a symbol of fire, the sun, and the center of the earth, or possibly the four directions, north, south, east, and west. We used to live closer to the sun and live in huts. It wasn't no hot machines to control the weather and shit like that. And that's the reason why we was able to live in these huts. Instead of the houses that built nowadays that's blocking out a lot of energy that we could have been absorbing, we used to stay in these huts closer to the sun, absorbing energy. Let me give you a backstory of this symbol. The snakes in Monville pieces have been identified as tie snakes, honored serpents that play an important part in the oral history of tribes from the Great Lakes to the southeastern woodlands. These great serpents were powerful beings. Powerful. Now I'm going to get back to some more powerful shit what they saying. Underworld, who were in constant battle with forces of the upper world, usually represented by the Thunderers, Falcon Mans. These were powerful symbols. They actually hold power. Back to the spider with the circle in the middle. All these gargants hold power. Now listen to this. The gargot represents a cosmic map. The incised design shows above, middle, and below rims. Now, when y'all see hands with the eyes and stuff up on, yes, this is one of this called the engraved shell pendant. This image shows the hand and eye mantle that is associated with the night sky and the entrance to the afterlife. This might have been worn by a medicine leader to signify their position in the community and reinforce their power. Power. So all of the symbols that I'm showing in this video, they're actually symbols of power. And there's a lot of people around the world who dug stuff up way back in the day, and they do rituals against us with these powers. They got this shit in their crib. Now, hold up. Follow with me now, right here. Gargants are symbols of rank and prestige. Each carried supernatural powers benefiting the wearer. Most gargants in the Mississippi period were made from the shell of the lightning whelp. Sometimes they were carved from the shell of an already incised medicine cup. Back to the medicine. Hey man, like and share for part 2, man. I run out of time.